So the word gospel, where we get our word evangelist from, which is euangelizo, not easy to say, unless you can speak Greek well. The gospel is the message of the good news, glad tidings. This is where we get our word evangelism from, to announce good news. Hell and punishment is not good news and does not reflect the love of God. So Jesus went into Hades, or in Hebrew Sheol, which seems to once have had two parts, one for the righteous in the old covenant, paradise as it was known, and the other for the unrighteous, departed souls. He preached to those there and took captivity captive. So those who were captive there, he then led out. In other words, he emptied the place. Subsequent to his ascension, I believe it's been our responsibility that people don't go there in the first place, or if they do, we can also preach the good news to them there. Now, is there any indication that any of this took place? Well, Matthew 27:50 says, Jesus cried out again with a loud voice and yielded up his spirit, and behold, the veil of the temple was torn in two from top to bottom, and the earth shook and the rocks were split. So some major things happened to open this figuratively up. Verse 52 says the tombs were opened and many bodies of the saints who'd fallen asleep were raised. And coming out of the tombs after his resurrection, they entered the holy city and appeared to many. So you've got here two aspects of what happened when Jesus died. And then 3 days later, you've got what happens when he was resurrected. Now, he opened the way for people to come back and were raised to life. And they actually went in and appeared to many. Now, there's one verse that says that, but that pretty much was freaked a lot of people out, I guess, if you saw a whole lot of people you thought were dead wandering around Jerusalem. But there seems to be an indication this happened. So what was the purpose of what Jesus did, beside the obvious? Well, Ephesians 4:10, he who descended is him also who ascended far above all the heavens, so that he might fill all things. This is the purpose, to fill all things, until we all attain to the unity of the faith. Same, all. He's going to fill all things. You could say everything, everyone, until we all attain the unity of the faith and of the knowledge of the Son of God, to a mature man, to the measure of the stature which belongs to the fullness of Christ. Now, this is what he intends, the total restoration of everyone and everything back to his original intention and his purpose, which is back to the state of innocence. And that is his intention, and he will fill all things to bring all to that unity of the faith.